good. Provide utilities out there. Are you filming me?
Yes, sir.
Why?
Oh, because I want to hear what you have to say. Everybody does.
That was done by the state's requirement that, you know, we needed to isolate areas and say, okay, well, who's eventually going to provide this service? So I think that may be what you were talking about there. You know, this area didn't get annexed until later. In fact, the area that I live in over off Pencil Road was annexed in the 80s, late 80s. It was a little enclave that was there. Again, the state said you can't have enclaves.
Dr. Williams?
Yeah, Robert Williams. Yeah, he lives right down the street from me. So he's a good friend. He used to work at Halifax with me. He's now down at Port Orange, or at Burkefish.
Yeah, I know he was there in the operating room.
Yeah, which is where I lived.
Right. I appreciate the fact that you made it out here.
Well,
my wife used to be head of educational services at Halifax.
Oh, really?
Sherry White.
Yeah, I know Sherry.
Yeah, and she was at the meeting the other day.
Yeah, I saw her out there. That's right. Now I put it together. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sir, can I ask you a question? Do you think it's somewhat reasonable, although the city says they have no intentions of annexing this area? I believe that's their position.
We can't annex.
You can't annex.
No.
Would you think it's sensible for the city of Port Orange to have this area annexed, considering the geographical location?
Well, the councilman just said they couldn't annex it. So that's I don't think that's the question. Maybe you'd like to rephrase it.
Well, no, I guess I got to backtrack. I wasn't here when the councilman said that. Let me ask Councilman Kennedy, why can't the city annex this property?
Because this is not contiguous to the city limits of Port Orange.
Oh, it's not? What is this separated by?
That green sign down there?
Yeah.
Is the city limits of Port Orange. It has to actually abut that current city limits before it can be annexed into the city. We would have to annex everything from there to here, which is not going to happen. We will not annex it without them coming to us and asking to be annexed in.
Oh, but the whole area could be annexed. The whole area does adjoin the city. So
certainly, this area adjoins the city of Port Orange.
Yes.
Okay. Just like Harbor Oaks, when the state mandated that they go on sewers rather than being on the septic tanks as part of the Rose Bay cleanup, we annexed all of that into the city and went in and put in sewers. We could not put in sewers for them without them being part of the city. That was the deal at the time.
Okay, so let me see if I have this right. You can't annex the 4 acres of parcel that you're attempting to buy, the city is attempting to buy.
We cannot.
But in the future, you could actually annex the whole section.
Only if the residents came to us and asked us to do that.
Okay. Is there something prohibiting it by law?
Yes.
The residents have to ask for it.
Yes.
Okay, that settles that. Thank you very much.
We're supposed to have done that, and they never came through with their promise.
What makes you think that property is available?
Well, all I know is that an easement, a drainage easement from the River Oak.
And it goes all the way to the city, or to the creek.
Easement 2353. This was a engineer. And then there's in here, there's an easement agreement that wasn't on that, but said that a lot of the heavy. And there was one, this was in September 2007, by the positive outfall from the River Oak retention area to this creek. The easement granted to the city on the nature trail will enable the city to achieve this objective and detail the design. We're supposed to come here.
This is the area
All
the
those
residents
all the way
think
up from Riverwood.
the city of Port Orange could build a retention pond. The area is right here already.
Across from Riverwood.
And this is within the city of Port Orange.
Another ditch on the other side of the road, and I think that water comes, I don't know if it comes back in and over to here or what.
Well, it seems unlikely since you got that ditch on the east side of
Yeah,
Spruce
see,
Creek.
the thing that he's dealing with is the legal aspects of all this. I'm pretty sure, and you correct me if I'm wrong, the drainage through here. Now, like you
Right.
said, the stuff on the other side is handled by that other ditch. This, the road system itself, which is always part of your drainage,
Right.
okay, comes to here and comes out this fluway or
Mm-hmm.
whatever, because there's nothing piped in. There's no drainage piping.
Well, there is a drainage.
Now there may be up here, but what
Yeah,
I'm saying right
okay.
here,
Yeah.
okay, that's just a natural outfall from the road to bring it to here, and this is where it's supposed to gather and then percolate down.
Right.
Okay, if we bring more water in, then this has to be made bigger. Okay,
Right.
we can't. There's no way in today's world that we can take water from that street, run it down a flue into the creek. Believe me, these people are not going to let that happen. It has to go to a retention area. It has to be pre-cleaned, okay, before, and then it has to be an abnormal situation where there's more water there than can be held before it pops off and then goes on. But it still has to be, it has to go through some stage of cleaning before it gets there. Am I correct?
Yeah, I mean, if they were to bring it here, theoretically, if they demonstrate that this thing is oversized for whatever whatever the drainage basin is, and they say, so this extra water won't hurt it, but that's unlikely.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to oversize.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to build a pond that's too big and
Yeah.
cut into lot sizes and stuff. So it's unlikely. Yeah, it's probably. Who knows what the criteria are for this thing? I'm sure this thing was built before the OFW criteria and stuff, so I don't think it's not probably not sized now. To
And
me.
not sized for impaired water body either.
Oh, there's that. That's something else we're looking at.
What is it?
It is impaired for nutrients, phosphorus,
Mhm.
and nitrogen. So if this pond changes, then you have to size it for whatever new development you're doing out there to make sure that it's not contaminating more the creek than it is right now.
This area is just got completely developed here, I believe. Isn't it?
Pretty much built out.
Yeah.
There may be a lot
Room
or
for-
two left.
Yeah,
but
room for a couple of houses.
There's more room out by y'all than there is here. That's
Right.
for sure.
So I don't understand why we're talking about additional water. If this was supposed to be the area that was supposed to take care of this drainage, and it's not taking care of this.
The stuff
was
across
it-
the street, you mean?
No,
Okay.
no, I'm not talking about Spruce Creek Estates. I'm talking about just this area that's concerned in River Oaks that backs right up to here, that has drainage. They have culverts under the road that go into this whole system somewhere. It doesn't come from the other side. I mean, I'm not concerned right now of anything coming from the other side.
Let me clarify. You're talking
Yeah.
about